Ayo, peace, juice, the metaphysical. I am in the building. Got my lovely queen, my beautiful wife. Introduce yourself, baby.
Indy, Gemini.
Oh yeah, Indy Gemini in the building. What we about to do, y'all? We about to get straight to the point, right? We about to do a reaction video to some shorts. So we got 5 shorts over here. I already got them planned out. You feel me? Nigga organized today. We organized. So we about to do a reaction video, all right, to these shorts. So let's do it. What the hell? What's up with the
Thought you was organized.
What's up with the volume? Wow.
Men don't respect him, and other women don't respect him. God don't respect him.
Oh no, yeah.
Nobody respects that guy.
It was on mute.
That's
Man.
just giving up his main.
Hold on, y'all. Sorry, man. All right, let's do that again. Let's do that again. I thought I was organized, baby. Let's go back to that. All right.
Guys that pay for like he got it to spending it. It's just like here.
Then that dude that's just giving his money away like that, he's a simp. He's a broken individual mentally. No one respects that guy. Men don't respect him, and other women don't respect him. God don't respect him. Nobody respects that guy. That's just giving up his main agency frivolously to women. Just like no one respects a whore that's just giving up her main agency, her sexuality to a lot of men. So hoes don't get respect and sips don't get respect. That's the facts.
What? Man, go ahead, baby. I'll let you go first, man. Queens first, man.
I don't know. I mean, I think that a lot of guys who do get respect, who trick off money, and people brag about it a lot. Like, guys brag about doing stuff like that.
Well, let's
Guys
put that
that
again.
pay for like he got it to spending it. It's just like here.
Then that dude that's just giving his money away like that, he's a simp. He's a broken individual.
See, like, I disagree.
I do too, because if you got it, I don't feel like that's like simping. I mean, if that's your lifestyle you live, you got money like that. People who are around you are gonna live that lifestyle too. They're gonna have some fun too.
First of all, it's your money. You worked hard for your money, and if some people get pleasure off giving, right, and people give in a form of currency, how's you a simp? If that's something you want to do
with the money you worked for to do whatever you want to do with it, I mean,
and I guarantee in most cases, niggas who do
I think it's more
money,
simping when you don't have it to do and you doing that with everybody.
I think it's something when you fall in love with a woman.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Knowing she only wants your money.
Now if you just
tricky, cause like listen. Some niggas don't want to go through the little dating process or get to know each other.
Right.
Some niggas want to get straight to it.
And Drake said, remember he at that one song when he says, "I give you $10,000 to go spend at the mall." That's just me being friendly.
Right.
That's just me being friendly. That's all.
You know what? When I was broke, when I was younger, broke. I remember I used to always say, when Lil Wayne say it ain't tricking when you got it or something. Lil Wayne ain't say that.
Yeah, he did say that.
He said it
ain't tricking if you got it.
I used to be like, that's BS because you would trick if you spend money on a woman. I used to say that, but then when I started getting money, like my whole ideology changed fast. So you a simp?
So it's tricking to the guys that they feel like it's tricking because they don't got it.
But a lot of niggas listen to this nigga who's saying that, so they're gonna think that. But I guarantee this nigga done paid for some box. Fast.
He paid for some boobs, didn't he?
No one respects that guy. Men don't respect him, and other women don't respect him. God don't respect him.
He said, God don't. Damn, I know what the fuck. How do you know what God?
You helped this woman out and gave her money, and you
God
paid
don't
for
respect
a trip.
you, right? Like,
Jesus,
first of
that's
all,
harsh.
Who gives a fuck if men don't respect you like that? I'm pandering to the women. Facts. Like, who gives a fuck if men don't respect me? Fuck niggas, man. Fuck me. I listen, man.
He said women don't respect you. That's a lie.
No, he said
That's where you're gonna
he
get.
said other men don't respect.
But he said
you.
women don't respect you too. Women don't respect you. Men don't respect you. God don't respect you.
That's
Women definitely respect men. He getting all the respects.
I mean, it depends.
He's getting all the respect.
Some women take advantage of that.
But she's gonna show respect
he said
while she's doing
men
it.
don't respect you. First of all, who gives a fuck? And the fact that he said God don't respect you, who the fuck he think he is, man? God, son? Like, talk about God don't respect you, man. Whatever, man.
Nobody respects that guy that's just giving up his main agency frivolously to women. Just like no one respects a whore that's just giving up her main agency, her sexuality, to a lot of men.
I do agree with that point. Most men do not respect promiscuous women. They don't respect them because a promiscuous woman could give her body to that man, and after she give her body to that man, he disrespect her color whore.
Okay, but I think that's a societal thing too, though. I think we were taught that, as far as women with promiscuity and stuff, that's frowned upon, because we are taught that, and all societies are really taught that, because it's patriarchy society, all of them.
Yeah, but at the end of
if
the
it
day,
wasn't a patriarchy society, it may be different the way we look at that.
I feel like this: a woman's value is her body, right? And a man's value is his resources. No, it's not.
That's what the patriarchy says.
No, fuck.
Because a woman's value, you said it's her body, but it's really her intuition. It's really her wisdom.
That's valuable too.
That is where a woman's value comes from.
Most men don't look at it like that. And honestly, if a woman has a lot of bodies, is she a serial killer? But she's intellectual. I mean, I'm still looking at the bodies.
Oh, you are?
Hey, most serial killers is very intellectual.
That is true. That is true. That is
you
true.
Know, like, but you still can't, like.
Something about your decision making skills just gets me stuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't get respect and sips don't get respect. That's the facts.
The most fugaziest of them all.
Shut your ass up. Let's hear another one, man. Let's go another take. Let's go to this one.
Done been ran through. Y'all both done had kids. Y'all both is old as shit. Like, let's talk about it.
A man can't be ran through.
A man is always ran through.
A man
got community dick.
No, a man runs through.
No,
he can't.
A man runs through what a woman allows him to.
It's not even logically possible. That's a nonsensical argument.
So,
do you have a penis to put inside someone? No, I do. I can run through all of you.
Y'all both done been ran through. Y'all both.
Yeah, that's a great. I ain't gonna lie. That's a great point. Can a man be ran through?
I think that it can affect a man's mentality too, like dealing with different women and maybe having his heart broken a bunch of times. Think about it, like men, they get their heart broken, they become different, start running through women or whatever. But I mean,
but can a man be ran?
What do you mean? Like as far as like having a bunch of bodies? Yeah, they can have a bunch of bodies.
Yeah, I mean they can have a bunch of bodies, but do women look at a man having a lot of bodies the same as men?
No, they don't look at it the same. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. But
he said men can't be ran through. We run through.
Well, but when you got to define run through, because I mean I'm looking at it like I'm looking at it like like just damaged, used up goods or something.
I kind of agree with that point though, baby.
Okay,
I mean, because if women control sex, that means that man's penis had the key to unlock.
I get that, but what makes them ran through?
No, usually a key runs through.
No, but he's talking about something in particular, because you can have one man for 20 years and y'all getting it in every day, and then you can have 5 people or 6 people in 20 years. And does that mean she's more ran through than the person who was getting in every day for 20 years with one dude? She's been having more sex than the one who had 5 guys or 6 guys.
I think most women don't really care for a man's body. Yeah, to a certain degree. Some women do. Like if a man been known to be a whore around town.
It makes you feel like he makes bad decisions
yes,
too.
and some women don't want to engage with that man because they don't want to be a statistic, and plus that man is not on the same frequency that she on. Maybe she's looking for a husband, and if you're known for just hitting and quitting it, you're not relationship material.
Yeah. So neither one of them will be relationship material.
Right. So most women that's like wifey material, she probably would not prefer a man that been around.
I don't know. See, I'm torn because I feel like I would not personally want a guy who hasn't dealt with a lot of women, because I feel like, when it comes time for temptation, because all men are gonna face temptation. It's harder to tempt a guy who's had it all. It's so much harder. But it's like putting a kid in a candy store who ain't had that level of temptation before. But a guy who's already had so many, it's so much harder to tempt them.
Most men who done had options all his life,
it's harder to
when he do find that queen, he knows she the one.
Yeah, it's harder to get him to
a nigga who never had options like that. He get a woman, and once he start getting money, status, rank, resources, and most
or as soon as a woman tries to pay him attention,
he would shit on the woman who was there when he had nothing, because now he's getting all these attention from women. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, you too. Yeah, I need somebody who
it's
nothing to do. Because a woman flirts with you. It's because a woman flirts with you. Now you feel like, that's, men who got a lot of options, they unbothered by that. At the end of the day, listen, you can't gas up a man like that.
I feel like it ain't the same, because women control sex. Meaning, like, if a man does have sex with a woman, she opened herself. She gave that man her body and her mind to allow that man to enter her womb, to enter her temple. So. Hey, that nigga had the master key.
Hold on. But if you are a man and you have a lot of resources and you are very what they call them, high value or whatever, I mean, you kind of got to be careful too on who you opening up to and letting, because you might take the chance of accidentally having a baby mama, or accidentally getting married and paying alimony and half of your stuff gone, and you gotta be careful too.
Yeah, if you go shoot the club up, fellas. Hey, fuck that plan A. You better have a plan B.
And a C.
Nah, nigga, you know what I mean? Plan B.
No.
That pill.
That ain't good enough.
Shit,
that don't always work.
It worked every time.
But you know what do work all the time? Abortion. That plan C.
Hey, let's get to this next clip, because listen, this is a great introduction. Talk about plan Bs. Let's get to this next clip.
How many Plan Bs did each of you take?
So, I've had 3 abortions and 1 Plan B.
3 abortions? Okay, what about you, Nia?
I took more than 5.
Diana, what about you? Over 10?
Bro.
More than
but
20?
The Plan B, that doesn't mean that we're actually pregnant.
Is it over 40?
And so you have on
I want the chat to see this, right? Because I always speak about promiscuity in men and promiscuity in women. The fact that laws was passed that gave women rights to contraceptives, Plan Bs, birth control, and the ability to abort the kid, what it did was incentivize women to be more promiscuous.
Wait, my question is, when I was 18 and had the choice to take a Plan B, I shouldn't have taken it?
You should have not even been having sex with a man that wouldn't provide you a future, or a man that you don't want. This is what I'm saying. If we took away the contraceptives, there wasn't no Plan B, there wasn't any birth control, you couldn't have abortion, you would have more stake in the man that you choose.
How many Plan Bs did each of you take?
So, I've had 3 abortions and 1 Plan B.
We don't have to.
I know. That one chick took over. Like, she didn't answer.
Yeah, but
she was taking Plan Bs like Skittles.
I disagree when he said you should have been having sex with them. There's women who were married to their husbands and they decided to take a Plan B together. They're married, and have children, and they decided to take Plan B. It's not just single promiscuous women who take Plan Bs. It's people who got health reasons. They have an accident. They make sure they don't get pregnant. There's people who got a career things going on, so they feel like, hey, it's not a good time. And it doesn't mean you are pregnant. It just means you did that to prevent that from happening.
Hey, that one chick on there said, I had 3 abortions.
You know what? Hey. Because she said that, I'm starting to believe that he pays these women to say stupid shit like this. Because I don't feel like women would just come on this show.
I know women
saying
personally.
Shit like, it don't matter, but they're not going to come on this show saying that shit.
Regardless of what they say on this show, I know women personally who done got over 5 abortions.
Okay, and that's fine.
Hey, listen, them women and God had a toxic relationship. You want to know why? Because God was sending her babies. She was sending them back to God. toxic. You feel me? Hey, via abortions, like man, God, like I blessed you with a child. You like, nah, I'm getting rid of it. Toxic relationship with the Most High. You feel me? Hey, that's bars though. You like that? But no, hey, I know women who did that had multiple.
And what does that
abortions,
mean
though.
to you if they have multiple abortions? What does
First
that
of
mean?
all, what that means to me is,
It means that she probably thought she wasn't gonna get pregnant
man,
and
at the end
did.
of the day, it's a woman's body, so
See,
she
you're not a
does.
woman, so one thing you don't understand is you could be with your husband, like I said, and have an abortion. Look, the thing is though, right? You can be with a man for years and nothing happens, and your birth control method can fail. Your birth control method can simply fail.
You ain't that nigga, man. And listen, if a woman get
That
pregnant,
doesn't mean she wants to be at home
you
with
ain't
10
that nigga.
kids.
No, a woman's gonna have a baby with the guy she want to have a baby with.
When she's ready. We ain't talking about the Section 8 hoes that you used to.
Most
We're talking
women-
about
most
women
women-
who got their career to think
Most
about.
women, they psych themselves into being ready.
No,
Yes,
if you
they
got
do.
your career ahead of you and you got moves you making and opportunities coming your way, you gonna think about that first.
Most women psych themselves into believing that.
What type of women? Women with no career advances.
I mean, yeah, that's
It is
different.
true.
But most
It's-
women,
yes,
most women
it's
who
true.
chose their career over a husband and family, they end up regretting that.
No,
they
I don't
chose
mean
their
choose
career.
your career over the husband and family. But if you
Yes,
already got 2 children and they're 8 and 10, does that mean this woman, and she's got moves in her career that she's making, does that mean she wants to start all over again necessarily? It doesn't matter if it's with her husband, some guy on the street. She might not just want that baby.
Well, I know
That doesn't mean she doesn't want the man.
I offered a woman $1,500 for an abortion because I didn't want the baby. The abortion, the procedure costs what, $650. So, you know, what I'm saying, she would have had the back end, whatever the difference, she could have pocketed that, and she still kept the baby. You know what I'm saying? The point I'm trying to make
Everybody doesn't believe in
I
abortion.
get it. Yeah. But my thing is this: women, if y'all fucking with a nigga and it's only sexual, and you end up getting pregnant, and you know that man don't want to be in that baby's life, you cannot get mad when he's not in that baby's life. You cannot, and I see a lot of women do that. They talk about you a deadbeat. That nigga, his actions, the way he treated you, showed you he was not.
No, I
father
get it.
material.
I do see that there is a double standard, because if a woman doesn't want to have a baby for whatever reason, even after the baby's born, there's support. Nobody's judging you, sis. Nobody's judging you. You got all the support you need. She's damn near getting praised for not wanting those responsibilities. She can give that baby up a month later after she has a baby and say, I don't want it. Give it up for adoption. She can get rid of it. She can kill it.
Yeah.
She can kill it and got support.
And honestly,
but a man, if he just don't want to pay for it, he ain't got no support. I get the double standard, but hey.
And honestly, I've especially a lot of black women, what they don't realize is like the whole concept of abortion was created by Nazis. Margaret Sanger was eugenics.
She didn't create the concept of abortion.
She was eugenics. Listen,
they were doing abortions before she was born.
I mean, but the way they socialized it and made it an actual program or a structure where you could actually go somewhere and get the baby aborted. Yes, I mean you got home remedies of ways to get rid of the baby. Yeah, you don't have to actually go to a health.
It's dangerous for the mother, and it's dangerous.
But I'm just saying, Margaret Sanger started Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
And if we look at since 1970, I don't have the stats, but let's just assume since 1970, over 350 million babies were aborted by blacks in America.
Okay.
Can we agree on that?
Okay, so all these black women getting abortions, and that was like the main goal to get rid of the black babies. And then you got all these black men impregnating these white women. I feel like that's just totally fine. Let them, from what they took from us, let them go ahead and reproduce and have these black babies and repopulate that for us, right?
I mean, we pose to be multiply, be fruitful.
Let them do. We are, but you gotta understand. There's 13-year-old girls. There's women who their health is in jeopardy.
That's different.
There's incest involved.
Yes, incest, rape.
There's reasons why we're gonna need it, and
there's
a lot of women are not gonna get the care they need if you take that away.
Yeah, I mean, there's always an exception. You feel me? But I don't know, man. I kept a bottle of Plan Bs, man.
Oh my God, you're
That's
a
why
monster.
I only got two.
Only
One baby mother and one wife.
Oh,
I got one baby mother and one wife. All right. So, hey, I was smart. And let's go to this next clip. Is this true about the real definition of a top tier man? All right. Let's see what this nigga talking about.
Qualify for the top tier men. Modern day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we speak about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, no, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
Hold on, before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
And with all that stuff that you just said, that was just womanese talk.
Womanese is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many women in my circle who desire a 6'4" man still wearing braids.
6'4" man still wearing braids.
She,
I mean, if that's womanese, that's
killed
But whatever.
Okay,
That's
so
hilarious.
this nigga said a top tier based off his. First
Over
of all,
the
woman said, she said everything. I agree totally 100% with the woman, but the man said over 6'4", over 6 figures, and he's black. That's make him top tier. What that dumbass nigga don't realize is like there's a nigga that's under 6'4", that's maybe not black, or he could be black, that don't make 6 figures a year that can fuck your bitch. That's just facts, man. Like, that's facts. And this is what's wrong with the red pill community. They speak on that.
I think what he's saying qualify for, he means like to marry, right?
No, he said what makes him a top tier man.
Yeah, he said modern day women don't qualify for the top tier man of today. Then who does? Get a modern day man? Like, who the fuck does? Like, who does then?
I mean, most women do prefer they man to be taller than her. Most women. However, if the woman is 5'2", a man could be 5'7".
Yeah.
Like,
most women are shorter.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be like no 6 foot nigga. And a lot of women will love you making $40,000 a year. She just gotta. I mean, you won't.
I ain't saying that.
Most women will love you making $40,000 a year. You just want to be ambitious and be having the openness to be able to level up. You don't want to be stuck in that $40,000 a year category.
I think that the tax bracket, the pay range, definitely should correlate with the age range. So in your 20s, maybe 40,000, whatever. In your 30s, then versus your 40s versus your 50s, I think it should definitely go up as your age goes up, as your time and years and knowledge and wisdom goes up.
And see, this is why a lot of men. First of all, fellas, anytime you listen to another man to get relationship advice, you fail. You fail. If you cannot get a woman based off your personality, based off your charisma, based off your character, listen, man, she ain't the one. She ain't the one. You want to be yourself. It's easy to be yourself. It's hard to put on the act. It's hard to keep a mask on.
I don't know. I think it's easier for a lot of people to keep that mask on than to be themselves. I think it's difficult for people to be themselves.
Eventually,
people
you got to
act
take
like they
that
don't have
mask
an
off.
original thought. It's gonna come off.
Just eventually, whoever you are,
gonna
to
show.
your essence, to the core of your
It's gonna
soul.
show
That's who you are.
eventually after you waste it probably.
But
so
that
many
woman
years.
cooked him though.
Oh, she did that.
She
definitely
cooked
did
him.
that.
Yes, that's what
That
really
was a
make a
slow
top.
roast.
Yes. Yeah, he talking about you speaking that womanese. No,
She had her
just speaking
hibachi
fast.
on.
Yeah, like he ain't mentioned nothing about how do you add
Nothing.
value to your life.
And that's the thing. When people say adding value to your life, it's crazy because it's like your life already is valuable, period, without nobody in it. So know that.
Yeah,
And
but
then,
you can add value, meaning like basically adding value is so you can already realize your life is valuable. You meet someone, they show you new things, they open you up to new things that you never thought that would be important in your life, but you met an individual and now you're interested in certain things that your partner introduced you to. You know what I'm saying? That's like value.
new perspectives,
New ideas, a new way of life.
New perspectives gonna trump all that.
Maybe you never liked, or maybe you never thought about skiing. You met someone, y'all went skiing, and now you love it. And
that sounds like just a fun person. You could do that with a friend. I mean, shit. Friends add value if that's the case.
But man, let's listen to her real quick. I just want to listen to her, man. I almost want to replay this and listen to her. Fuck, man. You go skip him. Man.
Who is she?
I don't know who this woman is. I wish I knew her name.
Women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering who.
Before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character.
Facts.
A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. Yes. A top tier man, they lead with love.
And when she said top tier man is a man with the intellect to consider about other people, what I took from that is that a top tier man, he's not gonna shit on like the bellman or who be chasing who you get a car, the valet attendant, the waitress, the waiter, the custodian. Like a top tier man is going to understand like them people are important too, and not only that, he's going to tip them pretty nicely to show appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I like what she said with that.
With dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas.
And you know when she said a top tier man creates a space for a woman to feel good about herself, what I heard is a man turn her flaws into assets. So whatever that she think is a flaw within herself, that man shows her that that flaw is really not a flaw. It's valuable based off how he treat however she consider that flaw.
Well, let's try that in example. Let's do an example. I'll give you an example of a flaw that a woman can have, and you give me an example on how you could possibly turn that into an asset.
Okay.
So a woman tells you, I can't cook. My mom never taught me how. I can't cook. This is a flaw that I have. How would you turn that into an asset?
Turn into an asset is, first of all, we could cook together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, cooking is a form of magic. So you might not always get it right the first time, but if you keep putting your energy into it, you keep working on it, it's only gonna get better, right? For example, I give you an example. A nigga, like let's say a woman get pregnant and she pick up weight because she gave a baby. Most men will dog that woman, call her you fat bitch or you fat ass hoe, and call her names. However, how many men take the opportunity to say, baby, let's take a morning walk. Let's walk every morning.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like how many men do that?
That's just the asset.
That's added asset. Yes.
Okay.
When a woman is, I'll give you examples too. When a woman
I'm giving the examples. I'm giving you examples.
Okay, go ahead.
Of the flaws. You give me examples of how you don't turn into an asset.
But I'm giving you examples of both though.
So
give me one.
A woman tells you, I can be really jealous and really petty. I can't help it. I don't know how to let things go. That's one flaw that I have. How you gonna make that an asset?
You gotta create a space
Sounds like a
for.
liability.
You gotta create a space for not to be jealous. You gotta find out what makes her jealous, right? You gotta find out what makes her jealous. Then you create a space where that jealousy will end up ceasing based off how you treat her. So whatever she's feeling, whatever she's going through, you're going to create a situation where she's not going to be jealous no more based off the scenarios that you illustrate in her life.
But that jealousy is not an asset. You just get rid of it.
I mean, you creating a space for her to not be jealous no more is the asset. You turned that insecurity and made her feel secure. So now she don't feel jealous no more.
Okay.
You know, like let's say a woman is insecure about her stretch marks. What you do is, as a man, you lick on all them stretch marks, right? Lick on those stretch marks like, hey, like you looking for like X marks the spot, right? And them stretch marks is leading you to the treasure, right? And you let them stretch marks be the canvas, and your tongue be the paintbrush, and you paint a masterpiece.
Okay, so the next.
With your tongue. You feel? You like that, baby. You like that. You like
I like
that.
the last part. But okay, so what if a woman tells you, okay, well, one flaw that I have is that I don't particularly care for you to hang around your friends, guy friends, all your life. I don't want you to hang around them because I don't like them, or I can be possessive. I could be possessive that way.
Once again, you gotta figure out why is she possessive. What makes her possessive? Maybe it's the lack of trust she have for his friends. And honestly, if a woman don't trust her friends, she don't trust you.
If what?
Facts.
If what?
A woman don't trust your friends, she doesn't trust you.
No, you don't have to trust his friends.
No, it's baby.
No,
it's
your
facts.
trust don't got to be in his friends, and you ain't got to trust my friends. My friends might not always be on that shit. Your friends might not always, but I don't have to trust your friends. It don't matter if I don't have to trust your friends. As long as I trust you, fuck your friends, and fuck what they own.
But you want to be highly favorable. Whoever you in a relationship with, who are you married to, you it's better to be highly favorable to your partner's friends and families than to be someone who's an interest or conflict.
It's not always like that, though.
It's not, but it's highly favorable, right? In most cases, and none.
How would you deal with that situation? Your wife is like, I don't want you hanging around these two friends.
I will try to find out why she don't like me hanging around.
What if it's a valid reason? Let's just say whatever reason she told you was something semi-valid. Like, damn, okay.
Like what? What? Because he a hoe?
Or anything, or maybe
he a hoe. First of all,
who knows? Maybe he did something else. I don't know.
If he's a hoe, or regardless of what he did, at the end of the day, you didn't do that. Listen, you cannot control other people.
That's why I said you just need to trust
yourself. But that's why I say a woman who don't trust your friends don't trust you, because you can hang around Cherokee the ass, Victoria Cakes, Pinky, Tiana Trump, all these porn stars.
You would not like that.
You can listen. You can hang around them, but if I feel like I don't want you hanging around them because I don't trust you.
Okay,
that's facts.
Let me ask you this though. Okay, you say I can hang around all Pinky, whatever. Tiana Taylor. Damn, Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Trump.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Well, anyways. I'm just, I don't know why I thought you said
Tiana Trump. My fault.
I'm like, damn, what'd she do? I thought she was married. No, anyways. So if a woman doesn't want you around those people, as a man, I feel like I told you before, I think a woman's value comes from her intuition and her wisdom. So I feel like if she's really adamant about like this guy I don't want you to hang with or fuck with, I think that you should take that into consideration instead of just trying to be like, well, let me find a way to fix it and make them be friends. I mean, there's probably a reason.
But you got to make sure that woman, like if she make that statement,
it's not doing out of jealousy or something else.
It's coming from a higher level of vibration.
How can you be sure?
Well, you got to know your woman. Okay. You got to know your woman. And if you know your
woman, let me ask you this and be honest. And it's okay if you say no. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. So if I said I didn't want you hanging around a certain friend, or if you would consider it, I don't think I would ever say.
I would, because first of all, you're not only my wife and my queen, you're also my best friend too. So,
but you'd ask why. You'd ask why.
I would ask why, but I would take it in consideration because you don't come from a point of jealousy like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you say that, yes, it's not like you saying that because, oh, what you ain't with them? No, because you really might see something that I don't see. And you might really peep something that I don't peep because of that level of intellect.
But if you ask why and the woman's like, I'm not sure, I just don't like the vibe, is that a good enough reason?
Like I said, I will take it into consideration, baby. I'll take it into consideration, baby.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
All right, let's finish this up, what she was saying.
I'm up here just...
Woman, a top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
And with all that stuff that you just said,
she said he's working as hard as he is.
Woman needs is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many women in my circle who desire a 6'4" man still wearing braids.
That's a top tier man. I know that was because he said you speaking womanese. She said womanese. Well, 6'4".
Nigga, you lost.
Hey, she said a top tier man works as hard as he does. His sole purpose of doing that is to provide his woman the life that she wants.
Shaq to most people is a top tier man. Nigga like 7 foot, got a lot of money, star, right? But his wife was fucking a personal trainer.
What you mean? But Shaq said he was cheating lots sometimes, like way before. Like,
I listen, man. All I'm saying, there's a top tier based off height, money they make a year, right? Because most men think you gotta, in order to be top tier, it's based off the money you make and your height, or if you got a 6-pack, or if you got, inches, like Paul, no homo. Like most.
So they say that the reason why women want men to 6 feet and over is for like a protection sort of thing.
No, I just think most women naturally just want a man
for protection. That's an instinct. You feel protected by somebody who towers over you versus somebody who's down here like a child. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
It don't matter about your height. You know why? Because guns come in.
Well, if that's the case, hold on. If that is the case, then they say women need men for protection and provisions. That means we could buy a gun too. That means we don't even need y'all for protection then. If guns are the reason why we don't need a man who's at least 6 foot tall, then guns are also the reason why we don't need a man for protection too.
But guns don't eat the box. Guns don't penetrate that pussy unless you trigger fucking yourself.
Just go to the next one.
You know what I'm saying? And guns don't pay the bills. Guns not a provider. But they're a protector. You're right. But at the end of the day, these niggas talk about you gotta be a certain height. You gotta have a certain amount of money. There's a nigga right now that's fucking the shit out of a nigga's wife who is shorter than the husband or boyfriend and have less money.
I gotta excuse the language over here.
I'm just saying. Like they don't. You see, the nigga did not throw in character. He did not throw in.
He did not throw in
like the ability to stimulate her mentally. He not talk about that. He did not talk about the ability to make her laugh, to make her feel free, to make her feel relaxed, to make her feel important, to make her feel important. He did not talk about anything about manifesting her dreams.
He didn't talk about anything about what she wants or needs.
Exactly.
It's about. He said his main thesis. He said the modern day women do not qualify for the top tier man today. Meaning, it begs the question, like, who the fuck does then? Like, if no woman qualifies for the modern day men, like, what the fuck does that even mean? If no woman qualifies.
He got exposed after that.
We'll have to go get a granny.
He got exposed. Let's get to this last clip, y'all. This is the last one I got.
I like Yada. You know I'm always shouting out
That's why
Yada.
I say this for last.
I always shout out Yada. I shout out Yada every time.
If a man is speaking on relationships and he's not married to a woman, he knows nothing about marriage life, he has no business speaking on relationships at all.
That's a logical fallacy. That's the appeal to authority fallacy. Let's test your logic real quick. If someone that's been in a relationship, they have 20 years together, but they just never signed that paper, versus someone that just got married for a year, who do you think is more qualified to give dating advice? The newlywed or the person with all of the experience?
The person with all the experience.
Okay, so what you just said was a logical fallacy. It is a lie.
As soon as I start to answer the question, you cut me off.
They just stay be rude to Yada. He was gonna say the person with all the, I don't know what he was gonna say, but I think he was gonna say the person with all the experience is gonna be the person who's been through it. You haven't done it. You have 20 years of a relationship, but you have never did it.
Married.
You don't. That's the experience there. That is the experience.
You never.
That is the experience.
Signed that paper.
That's the experience.
Now I will say this. I feel like a couple should be married spiritually first. Y'all should sign each other's soul before you do sign a piece of paper.
And that sounds really nice and you know.
No, I mean
Disney-ish.
the fact that in America, over 70% of women initiate divorce. So a lot of men signed that paper. They signed that contract. They said they vows to that woman, and that woman said that vows to him. And
let's be honest. A lot of the marriage market is based off of your parents and grandparents telling you need to find a wife, you need to find a husband. Now, they're not telling you that you need to make sure you find and evaluate that person based off of A, B, and C. They're just telling you that you need to get a husband before you have kids. You need to get a wife before you have children and do all that. They're not telling you how to evaluate. So everybody is getting married without the proper evaluation process in the beginning. They're getting married young. They're getting married because they got kids. They're getting married they're not doing the evaluation process properly.
Fellas, let me tell y'all this. Most women who marry a man, that man was not her first option.
Damn.
That man was not.
Listen, that woman probably wasn't either. That woman may not have been.
No. That woman in most cases did none. In most cases did none was the one he wanted to marry. Because once again, men get on their knees to propose to the woman.
What question? How long do you think it should take for a man to propose to a woman?
Once again, that's subjective. I can't give a time.
Well, how do you feel? If a man loves a woman and he really wants to be with her and he knows she's the one.
I can't give a time.
But
I will say this. I will not. There's certain things that one thing I have to do before I even marry a woman is I have to live with that woman. We have to live together before I propose to her. I gotta know how it's gonna be living under the same roof with you. That's the most important thing to me.
Okay.
So yeah, we have to shackle up.
Shack up, fool.
Shackle up.
That's after the wedding.
We locked up too. We locked in.
But the thing is though, right? If a man takes 8, 10, 12, 15 years to marry you, and y'all been together that long, I personally feel like it's because that man feels like he can do better than you deep down. I do. 15 years. Hold on, let me tell you. 15 years to marry the woman who you've been with for 15 years and you haven't married. You know she wants that, right? So men say, I would do anything to make my woman happy. You know she wants that, but you ain't did that yet. Meaning you think something better is going to come along. And once you realize you're not going to be a millionaire and have multiple bitches and do all this other shit and your options decrease and by default you end up marrying the chick anyway.
So
because you realize that you're not going to have that. Because you would have did it back then. You would have did it back then.
Based off your logic.
But you thought it was going to be something else.
You said, based off your logic, you said a man stays with a woman 10 plus years because he's looking for something better.
No. He just deep in his heart of hearts, he feels like he can do better.
He can do better.
That's why he hasn't locked it in with you yet.
So if you, based off your logic, you say he think he can do better.
Yes.
What do
Based
you
off
think-
my
hold on,
logic.
hold on. What do
Based
you
off
think-
my logic, if a man knows that I can't do better, this is the one I want.
But
He's
would
gonna
you
lock
think-
it in.
Would you think it would be hard for him to find better if he's in a relationship with you? Because
No.
first, yes, because
No.
first of all, if a man's, let's say a man does meet a woman that he like, however he's in a relationship, he moves differently. So the way he moves, he has to lie to his woman, and the woman he might be interested with, like he got to turn his phone on silent. He got to lie, and when you lie, you don't remember all the lies you tell yourself, so you eventually telling yourself, and you could end up fucking up the one that you want to be with because you're in a relationship with.
And that's usually what happens.
Yeah, so
that's usually what happens.
should,
and it ain't that they gotta lie and all that. What happens is that man to find somebody who he feels like is better. Once he feels like in his mind that she is the better one, he will fuck up them 15 years of being with that woman for her. He will do it.
That's an insecure man.
He will do it.
Very insecure.
And then she spent 15 years with a man who never got married to her, got kids with him, and he's married to her after a year. That's why. That's why.
Listen, baby.
Because he knew he could do better.
Baby, I'm not saying you're. I believe you. I feel like there is some truth in that. However, a man who displays that what you're talking about, he's a very insecure man. Why are you leading that woman on? Because that woman would love to be your wife. The fact that she even was in a relationship with you,
and you know that you still ain't asked her. You ain't still ain't asked her to marry you because you feel like you could do better.
But some women don't care that much. Like some women don't.
But why don't that man care? Why don't he want to take her off the market? Why don't he want to make it official? Why don't he care? Because he feel like he could do better in his heart of hearts.
But if you feel like you can do better, why be in a relationship?
That's just how it is.
Why?
Until something comes around better. Why not? Because he might not find out better. And once, this is how it usually goes. A lot of people get married after 10, 15 years because that man eventually finds out that I'm not going to do this. I thought I was going to be a real millionaire and have all these bitches. I thought I was going to find somebody better, but I didn't. So I'm getting older. My ability, everything is going down. So let me go ahead and marry her. So they get married by default.
Then eventually, let's say you was in a relationship with somebody for 10 plus years. You wasted their life because you had no intentions of being with them for long term.
No, you had intentions of it.
No, you didn't. If you're looking for somebody better, you're not. You didn't.
I don't think that these men are actually. I don't think they're actively looking for somebody better. I just believe that they can do better. And if a man feels like he can do better than you, he will wait and waste all your years until he convinces himself that he can't. That's why that's why it took 8 years because he had to convince himself that he can't do better.
Back in the day, you could be in a relationship.
It don't
with
take
someone,
15 years to figure out if you want to marry
there's
somebody.
always better out there. There's always.
But do they want
better
you?
Better only exists.
But do they want
better
you?
Only exists.
If you find better and they want you, come on now.
Better only exists when you're looking for it. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because listen, there's someone who's the best to someone right now, presently speaking. They're the best. But when you're looking for better, they're not the best. You're looking for something else. And you're wasting people's time. Wasting time is the worst thing you could do in someone's life to me. Wasting
if
their time.
nothing better came along.
You could get money back.
Oh, well.
You could get material things back.
Well, what do you think happens 70% of the time?
Right.
So that 70% of marriages that ended, their time wasn't wasted? It happens. We gotta get over it.
It happens, man. But should people who's not married give relationship advice to people that are married?
They can. I mean, I don't know if they would listen or care about their advice.
Would you listen to somebody who's not married?
Probably not.
Let's say
no.
He or she is giving great advice, but they're not married.
If it's great advice, it's great advice. I would probably, but no. I mean, I would, but
I feel like you can.
But honestly. I mean, not really, because you never been through it. So I don't know if you know. If you never did what I did, if you never took the commitment that I took, you never been committed on this level.
So
I don't know. You never been committed on this level, but I'm gonna listen to you and I'm committed on this level. Something.
Do you have to actually go through something to fully understand it?
To fully, yes. Experience is the best teacher for a
So
reason.
you have to smoke crack to realize smoking crack is whack.
Look, I might know that smoking crack is whack, but trust me, somebody who did smoke crack, they know way more than me how much more whacker that shit really is.
Sometimes
they know way more than me how it really ruins your life. I might know, yeah, it ruins your life, but they really know how it ruins your life. That's why you don't have a crack addicts class with other people. You have it with other crack addicts. You have it with other alcoholics, with other gambling addicts, you have it with other people who know. You don't have it with other people just giving good advice.
Shit, you crack, baby. Off white bricks.
It's a heroin. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, she crack. You feel me? Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
I lick that crack.
Oh my God.
I know,
Jesus
right? I know,
Christ.
right? I know, right? Just TMI. Listen, you gotta be freaky in the bedroom, fellas. Listen, especially you've been with a woman for a long time. Y'all have to do new things in the bedroom.
Speaking of new things in the bedroom.
That's why women love that 50 Shades of Grey. I never seen the movie, but I heard a lot about it.
Nah, it's because he was a billionaire who took a bitch working from a coffee shop who didn't have no money and fucking changed her life. That's what I think.
Man, listen,
like
you could listen.
I watched it. You didn't watch it.
Okay, I get it. But let's say you're a billionaire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say you got a chick
from Starbucks.
and you got
what he did.
And you got her on the yacht, right?
Okay.
You got her on the yacht.
Mm-hmm.
However, your dick is whack. The head is whack.
So $1 billion.
Yeah,
$1 billion.
Everything.
$1 billion. $1 billion.
Everything is whack.
$1 billion.
Everything is whack about it.
$1 billion ain't whack.
Except the money.
$1 billion. $1 billion. I don't think you can grasp the concept.
I hope he's giving you some of that.
Oh,
that's
yeah. He was definitely doing that. You gotta watch the movie before we could talk about that.
I'm pretty sure he was pleasing her sexually, though. I never watched the movie.
I think he was just causing her pain, but
I don't know. You're right. I never seen the movie. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is like there's a woman out there with a millionaire or a billionaire.
No, it's a difference.
100,000 there.
There's a difference between all three of those things.
Niggas, his conversation trash, his personality trash. When they go out and kick it, he's not funny. He's not attentive to her current emotions. Like his awareness level is low tier. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, a nigga like that, every time a bitch fuck that nigga, after they done, I need some money. Hey fellas, whatever you fucking chick, right? And after y'all done fucking, she like first thing she says, I need some money. I need a bill paid. Your dick was trash. I mean, what? Sex was whack. Is that facts, baby?
I don't know.
Yes, you do know.
I don't know.
Yes.
Because I don't know. I can't say it can't be great sex and you still need something. I don't know.
First of all, if the sex was great, she gonna want some more. If not, first of all, either she gonna want some more.
I can't speak on that because everybody has different walks of life. I've been blessed in my life. My walk of life has been different. I've never had to be like ask a guy for some bill money. So I can't speak on that. I'll speak on what I know, not what I don't know.
Saying, either if the sex
I'm a medical scientist.
If the sex is great, it's either two things. She gonna want some more of the sex, or she gonna be sleep snoring. And either or, it don't have nothing to do with money being involved. Like she's not asking. If the sex is great, either she.
It don't matter if that woman still needs lights to be on. She
might ask that like 2 days later, 3 days later. But if a man have a sexual encounter with a woman, and as soon as they do, like they're laying in the bed, like the nigga just busted. Maybe it was
I don't know.
2 minutes.
I don't know. You're right. I don't know.
And then after he's done, she like, you know what? I need this. Like, yeah, sex was trash.
No, but I have heard in my life that if you want something from a man, the best time to ask him. I've heard that my whole life. That's the best time to ask.
No, I mean, I get it. Because that's that post nut clarity.
I just heard that's the best time to ask.
What they call it, post nut clarity.
Ask, better make it make sense.
Honestly, I feel like if you ask a man for something, he give it to you without the sex, like.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's my type.
You know what I'm saying? But look, y'all, man, we down there an hour in, man. Juice the metaphysical.
Indy, Gemini.
And we
I
might
want a
come
game.
with a part 2, all right? So we just wanted to put that video out there. I appreciate everybody who tuned in to the channel. We're going to start making more content for y'all, all right? This is my baby. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. We'll be back, all right? Peace. We out. Say peace, baby.